Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Now Eze is now been the new talking point for Arsenal and Arsenal fans and the club, but it does look like Arsenal are trying to now target Eze. Now the news has dropped out by Fabrizio Romano and hand of Arsenal, basically just confirming their interest in Eze and how Arsenal are very much interested in signing Eze. Fabrizio Romano has also confirmed today that Arsenal are trying to sell some players, but the top target is Eze. He's considered the perfect player to add. Arsenal have been in contact with his agents. They've spoken to the player several times, the players camp several times, and Eze is very tempted by this opportunity. But it's widely reported of Eze's release clause like £69 million, and this release clause is only valid for a set time, and then of course once it's invalid you have to then negotiate with Crystal Palace. But it's been clear, apparently Crystal Palace. But it's been clear from the reports that apparently Crystal Palace do not, even when the release clause does expire, are not willing to negotiate lower than the release clause. They want £69 million, whilst also on the other hand are trying to go for a bit more lower. They're trying to go just probably close to the £60 million mark, which I do hear it. But one of the sticking points about this deal, which has not been mentioned publicly, but now it's been confirmed, but apparently Crystal Palace won out of the £69 million, they won £30 million up front, which is a lot, which is steep. I think with even Declan Rice, I'm not even sure if we paid that much up front. Of course, you know, football transfers, they're all split into multiple payments. Clubs don't pay in one go, and £30 million of course is a lot of money up front for Arsenal. So I think that is one thing that is definitely pushing the deal. But this, forget all the price and everything. For me, this is a deal Arsenal need to get through. Eze, if he joins Arsenal, he'll be one of Arsenal's best players. Eze is such a top player, and for me, Eze solves a lot of Arsenal's issues. He solves the creative issues, and he solves also the winger issue. Now, I know a lot of fans are saying that he's not the, I mean, everyone knows he's not a traditional winger. You know, he plays on the left side, but he's not a, you know, your traditional playing out wide winger. He's more of a Jack Grealish type of winger where, you know, he's gonna come in and everything. But for me, look, I said in my previous videos, Eze, he's such a good player that you can put him out there on the wings, and even though he won't be, you know, performing to his best in the compared to the middle, he is still going to give you numbers. He's still going to perform, because that's how much of a talented player Eze is. And you know, there now, I'm telling you now, also are in for him, but you can slowly see there will be competition for Eze. Tottenham have money now. Tottenham, you know, have just shown that they do have money. They tried signing Gibbs White. Who knows? Maybe they might try hijack a last-minute move for Eze. I mean, I know Eze has said yes to Arsenal, and he favoritized Arsenal. But if Arsenal don't come calling for him, what's he going to do? He's not just going to stay at Crystal Palace his whole career. He would want to move. So who knows? He could even end up at Tottenham, because at one stage of the season, of the summer, Tottenham were favourites for Eze and suddenly came to Arsenal. But look, Arsenal need to make a move on with Eze. But one good thing about this deal is the fact that as of now, Eze is favoritizing Arsenal, and let's keep it that way, and let's get this deal through the line, man. Like, I really want this player, and I think a lot of fans want Eze. Eze is going to be a big piece. I mean, like, if we want to win trophies, if we want to get across the line, we need creativity, and Eze gives that creativity in abundance. He's a top player. Now the price, that is a lot of money. I understand why Arsenal are not, you know, why Arsenal are a bit, you know, reluctant to spend so much money on Eze. Firstly, the guy he is 27 years old, so I think maybe Arsenal are interested in signing him, but I think they're trying to get a bit more lower. I think they're trying to get around, probably, like I said, £60 million. Whether he goes through, I don't know, because Crystal Palace today, the manager has come out and said that they only have 17 outfield players. So Crystal Palace are not in a rush to sell Eze, and Eze himself, he's not pushing for a move like that. I think Eze, you know, is a club that's giving him an opportunity. I think Eze is very loyal to Crystal Palace, and I don't see Eze really pushing for a transfer like, you know, the likes of Gyökeres did. I think Eze probably, even if the deal doesn't go through, I think he'll be happy to stay at Crystal Palace. But for me, this would be a brilliant signing for Arsenal. But one thing about this signing is dependent, Fabrizio Romano has said, is dependent, and he will speed up in terms of outgoing. So of course, as of now, we have heard even today rumors, David and Fabrizio Romano, I think it was Ben James, I don't know who it was, saying that Fulham were interested in Zinchenko. Whether that deal goes through is a different story, because we've been hearing that Reece Nelson was close to going to Fulham. He's still at Arsenal as of now. So these deals take time, and the thing right now is Arsenal, look, the season starts. We're not far off from the season starting, and if we are to get Eze, we need to sign him soon. Like, we cannot. We have such a strong start to the season. Like, so many difficult games that we need all our players in. We need to add more quality, because as of now, look, the only two players that really improve our 11 is Gyökeres and Zubimendi, and then you compare it to Liverpool, who are signing the likes of Isaac, Ekatike. You know, they might even go sign Gay. So they are they are improving of the on the brilliant attack they already have. The gap is already big. We've seen the gap from last season. And what Liverpool are doing, they're just expanding the gap, making that gap bigger. And what's also on the other hand, like I said, as of now, we've only really signed 2 players that really improved the 11. And that's not enough. We've seen how short we fell last season. Even when you want to consider injuries, the left-hand side, a glaring weakness. Like, we cannot enter the season with the current wingers we have. We need to sign more top quality players, considering the tough fixtures we have. You know, we don't want to be at a point where, you know, come 5 games in where, you know, 10 points off the top, or God knows, you never know. So that's why for me, if we are to win the league, or if we are to challenge, we need to add. And Eze would be a brilliant signing. Now, I feel like this is one of those deals that are really going to drag out, because I remember at the start of July, there were reports saying that it was Arsenal were due to make a bid for Eze in the next few weeks. And look, here we are at the almost start of August and still no bid. Just talk and talk. We just admire the player so much, we don't even want to make a bid for him. Like, that's how much Arsenal like him. So I just, we're gonna have to wait and see. I feel like this will be one of those other painful deals where we're just haggling over little bits of money, a few millions. But look, if you are really serious, if you want to win the league, if you believe in the player so much, the way they're always talking to him, you pay that £69 million release cost. Who gives a crap? Eze is Premier League proven. Who cares? He's gonna come in and he's gonna make an impact. And if you do, when you do eventually win a trophy, no one's gonna look at that £69 million or £70 million, whatever it was. Like, just pay the money. If you believe in the player so much, pay the money. It's not a crazy amount of money compared to the quality of a player he is. 27, is in his prime right now, doesn't get injured, performs in big games, can play a lot of positions. Is literally the perfect player to add for Arsenal. It's something Arsenal have been lacking. But one thing, yeah, like I said, one thing I don't like about this deal is the fact that it's dependent on outgoings. And with Arsenal and the history of outgoings, let's just say we are not the best with outgoings. We struggle to sell players for any money. Like, Granit Xhaka, like, just went to Sunderland, and he almost went for the same fee to Sunderland to what we sold him to for Leverkusen. So, which literally just shows you how bad we are at selling players. So yeah, but we're gonna have to wait and see. It's probably gonna be one of those painful transfers, but let's see. Let's hope we get to see some new outgoings, more outgoings in the recent few days. Also play Tottenham tomorrow, so let's hope we do get a win. First game of Gyökeres. Don't think he's gonna start, but like, we're gonna see him. We're finally gonna get to see our new striker. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.